at least from a lessons learned, now I've been through many reorgs, right? I think the one thing is true is reorgs are inevitable. It's going to happen. There's never a company where there's no reorg. If there is, then that's a problem, right? And so, from your perspective, you can't control the change, but you can control how you show up and embrace the change and show you're adaptable to the change, right? People look for that. I think that is definitely a lesson, like a common generic lesson learned. Second thing I would say for myself is, even if you don't agree sometimes, give it time. Definitely, like you mentioned, these different stages. It is messy in the beginning because no one knows what's happening, who wants what. Till you figure that out, it's going to be a little bit messy, but let the dust settle and hopefully things fall into place. The leaders have thought, they don't just willy-nilly come up with reorgs, right? They've carefully thought through it and decided this is the best way to structure my org to be able to deliver, right? And so trust that they've done the due diligence, they've thought through it, they put the right people in place, they've moved people around, and teams are now balanced and they're set up for success. So I think the lesson there is give it time, right? What else?
Very good advice. I would say personally, as an IC as well as manager, I've gone through many reorgs. Like Roshan said, it's inevitable. And one thing I noticed is like there's two scenarios, right? One is you're moving towards a really good team, high profile, and high energy. And then there are chances where you have to go into low energy, like legacy and like boring and stuff. And the important part is people don't understand there's good things in both sides, because if you go into the high energy, high expectations.
Yes.
So you have to match the high expectations. There's ton of pressure to, peer pressure. Quickly you need to learn. So a lot of pressure comes there. Now, if you go into the boring side, of course, the rewarding is basically you're learning a lot of stuff. That's a benefit. But if you're going to the boring and legacy stuff, now that team has very low expectation, and you're bringing high energy to it. So
Yeah.
you can actually outshine every one
Yeah.
of them
Yeah.
and then go different direction.
Yeah. Spot on. Like, that's your opportunity to shine, right?
Exactly.
So take it with a take every change has an opportunity. So learn to identify that and jump on it. I think that's the key, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Um, Maybe another one, we kind of talked about it too, is when a leader sets up this reorg, right? Be the one to support that leader with the reorg, right? Like you mentioned, yeah, jump in there and take on little pieces to smoothen things out. Sometimes just simple things like naming the org, right? Or setting up team squads and rituals and keeping everyone aligned. Why I'm saying these are important, because the leader is probably thinking about them anyway, and if you can take care of it for them, the leader is going to look to you like, hey, this is my right hand person, I can trust this person is on it, and automatically your improves your career trajectory, right? Like little things like that go a long way, right?
It's a very good point, because and also these rituals stick right in memory. Is
Yeah.
saying this is Roshan's ritual.